Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is the Queen of Wands, and today I'm going to do a reading that is based on the prediction for the upcoming week, based on the planets, the signs, the astrological sign, and what house this is represented. Okay, and I shuffled and I just turned the cards. Okay, and today we have the moon, the Aries in the 11th house. So let's see what are the energies for the collectives. For each individual, for each one of us has this element of the moon in Aries in the 11th house, or it can be for somebody specific that has this element. So it has the planet moon in the sign of Aries in the 11th house, which is in Aquarius. Okay. So before we get to that, I also want to tell you, but before I shuffled and I proceeded with the cards, I also was checking the Book of Ruins, which is I bought just recently, and it's from the ancient Viking ruins, right? And sometimes I've been called a few weeks ago from God to get these ruins, and I really get really strong messages about myself, about friends and family, like anything. When I need some directions, I just get it through these ruins. Okay. And before I proceeded with the planets, I got these two, and then I asked a third one for clarification. I had to actually read the answers on the book and get some more information on Google because I don't have much knowledge about this. I'm fascinated by them, but in the same time, I need to do more studies on it. But it's interesting how the first one was this, and I believe this was called it's called signal. The F, it's called ansus. Ansus is this one, and this is fehu, and then we have berkana. Okay, and it's funny, the first two letters are like F, right? And this is like signal. Ansus, it's for signal, kind of. Yeah, sorry, signal is this one here, and this is about financial abundance and career and many aspect growth. And berkana, it's about growth, actually. That's berkana, about growth, and this is finances. So we're going to find out what's about all this, because I'm trying to understand why God would push me to get these cards and then to do the planets. So I'll find out. All right, long story short, so we have here the planet moon. Okay, we have moon. Moon usually is, where is moon? Moon is in Cancer, so it's the ruler of Cancer. So we have somebody who is very nurturing, somebody who has deep emotions and high sensitivity to the surrounding, to the people, great psychic abilities. Okay, the moon is the subconscious, is somebody who feels the energies of the environment that surrounds them. Okay, the moon is about rebirth, it's about recycling, recycling your individualism, your spirituality, recycling. It's rebirth of the form you used to feel. The moon represents the past, so we're also going to find out what is related to the past that you defines you also into the future. Okay, that's another thing. So we got the moon in Aries. So when I see the moon in Aries, somebody who has great artistic skills. This person is a great artist. It has talent. It can be a writer. It can be a singer. It can be a dancer. It can be a performer. When we have the moon in Aries, there's somebody with strong, powerful vocals who they know how to deliver information, depth, emotions in a fun, articulating way, right? Somebody who has great leadership. Okay, this can be you, it can be somebody you work with or somebody you work for. It seems like somebody who has great leadership skills, but has also the uh, emotional presence to make everybody feel good in their environment so they can perform better. I don't know. A person who understands the inner depth of somebody and makes others trigger the best out of them or the worst, because Aries has the tendency to trigger. Aries is presented by Mars. Okay, Mars is the warrior, right? It's known to be a warrior. So he can be used for positive or negative influence. I feel here in this case it's positive. And why am I saying this? Because we have the 11th house of friends and family. Okay, the 11th house in Aquarius, it's about the expansion, ideology, humanitarianism, humanitarianism, humanitarian pursuits. Sorry, expansion of friendship. Somebody who brings people together in the name of friendship, or in the name of, or it can be um, a group of interest. It can be common. You see, when I see the moon now that I'm thinking, it can be spiritual connection, a group, a community, something that binds these people together based on common interests and ideologies. Okay. Um, Now, when I see also the moon in the 11th house in Aquarius, I see somebody that needs friends. But it's like it's saying with Aries, and also Aquarius, one is a fire element, and the other one has lots of mental depth. Okay, so these are people that they love to trigger themselves intellectually in every form and shapes. These are people that are like some sort of a mad scientist. They hide and they dig information because they're fascinated by many things in life that makes no sense, right? When we see these two elements, these are people that are friends to everybody in the society. People that have friends in high positions, in high places, especially a person like Aquarius, because understands everybody's personalities and accepts them for the way they are. When you look at them, a person like Aries and Aquarius, you think that they have no feelings, or they don't know how to cry, or somebody that just thinking for themselves, because Aries is about the self, right? It's about me, how I feel, what I want, what I need. The thing is, they do have feelings and they do feel for people. It can be but you feel for equality. There's this sense of freedom, so you feel in a way that you want people to have the freedom of expression and individualism. Yeah, with a sense of individualism. You don't want to be deprived from this right of being unique, right? And owning, have own, who you are, your individualism. And that's what makes you fascinated. That's why people, they see in you somebody who is very giving, but from a place of a higher perspective, like from a place of, like, let's say spirituality, let's say, right? It's because it helps the masses, it helps us as a community to feel better, right? Together, not just, but there's also the sense of individualism, because yes, I get it now. With the moon in Aries in the 11th house, it's like you're saying, yes, I want to help others, but without forgetting who I am, without it's a fixed sign, right? We didn't want a fixed sign. So here, so somebody who doesn't want to change themselves, okay, without changing themselves. I want to lend a hand. I want to help the community. I want to help the world, but I don't want to get sucked out my energy from from this ideology, from this group of interests. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the moon in Aries in the 11th house. It's about, yes, participating, giving your contribution, helping others, but I don't want you to dictate me how I should be, how I should be defined, you know? I'm already molded in a certain way. And that's what makes me unique. Sometimes people say, oh, well, 11th house in Aquarius, they always need friends. They need friends, even Aries, they need friends, but they don't necessarily need to be there with them physically all the time. You know, there's this sense of, I need my freedom, my mental freedom, my emotional freedom. I need to express myself, but I need my friends, but in the same time, I love them from the distance. That's the idea behind this. So yeah, so this is the people that's the energy, I would say, right now. Maybe you or somebody else during this week, it feels that, you know what, I want to give the contribution, I want to participate, but in the same times, I love you, but you know, from the distance. As soon as you try to get closer, there's also the moon and the sun, right? The Aries is the first astrological sign that is connected to the sun, right? The sun is the biggest planet in the middle, and then all the astrological signs are around it. So it starts with the self. Aries in the sun is the self. It's about power. It's a masculine energy. So now we have the moon, which is feminine, very feminine energy. But moon is more powerful than the sun, just so you know, because the emotions always runs everything else. We got passion and fire in Aries, but we also have mental clarity, intelligence, right? Sharp mind, focus in Aquarius, ideology, right? But none of this really, if you will make nothing if you don't come from a place of from the heart. You know what I mean? And it's the same, like the same thing with Aquarius and the Aries. People might think, especially with Aquarius, the moon in Aquarius, they think that they don't know how to cry, but actually these people, they can cry. They are very emotional. They boil inside. They boil inside. Maybe rarely, only maybe another person, like the moon, maybe a Cancer, can trigger them in the way that can make them cry. And that's a rare thing, maybe. But these people do have emotions, and they do cry. They just sometimes they just don't understand the emotional depth of other people in the place that they really need to release their tears. But I think deep inside they're boiling, and then I think they're learning how to express that emotion, how to release that feeling through the tears. Yeah. The other thing that I see here is now I'm trying to combine it with this one. The B is Barkana. It's about growth, and it's a feminine energy, just like the moon. These two, it's about messages and communication and finances. It can be a female energy, a boss that is very crucial in your personal growth. It can be mental, emotional, or financial, personal, professional. Okay, this is something important to mention. This person can have the moon. It can be a Pisces, but it can be a Cancer. It can be anybody. But she has leadership skills and maturity. With the Barkana, what I read that I was reading in the book, it's a female. It can be a mother energy as well. Not necessarily is older than you. Doesn't necessarily mean that she's older, but she is. She has a huge impact in the way you are perceiving things in life and understanding certain parts of your life, I guess, especially profession, career. We have here the Aquarius, which is a powerful card, right? I said it's about expansion, a connection, powerful connections that will, and I think this woman, it's gonna bring you to the next level. So, and Berkana and this message, the sorry, and as news that we're saying there, it's somebody that's going to communicate you certain advice, certain ideas that it's going to really bring you to the next level. I don't know. Um, the other thing that I see here, now the moon is on the tarot card is number 18. So I'm thinking Aries, usually I see it as an April, month of April. So April 18, somebody's birthday, it's in April 18. 11th house Aquarius is going to be a group of friends, family, or a bigger a community of gatherings, maybe celebrating a birthday. That's another thing. I see traveling as well. Maybe there's going to be some traveling involving for this birthday, April 18, because it's about traveling. When it comes to Uranus and Aquarius, it's about like the world card, traveling around the world. Yeah, but most of all, that's the energy of focusing on expanding, mental expansion, career wise. I see money coming in. I see that. I see, especially with these two F's, the strong messages coming from a powerful woman that if you listen and you do the things she's asking you, it can be like a boss or divisor. I don't know. It can be anything, something that is related to some she carries certain wisdom here. Yeah. She's smart lady that is going to help you advance in career. It can be one case. Or somebody maybe like spirituality. I don't know, somebody that you think you're learning something, and it's helping you have a better understanding of your of somebody's mental state as well. Because when it comes to Aquarius, he's fascinated with psychology as well, not only spirituality, understanding a person's mind and humanity's mind. Like I said, he deals with humanitarian pursuits, so on a grander scale, a bit also like Sagittarius. But this guy is a bit more of an ideologist. He has ideals, right? But the most important things with the moon in Aries in the 11th house is they strive for personal freedom in a place that they still want to be involved in groups when they share common goals and ideals and passions, right? And expressing themselves artistically, but they also are detached. So you might see them not consistently participating like everybody else. They do things differently, these people. You see their something about them unique. It can be a love story. It can be, I don't know, somebody that you think, why I feel like is not around as much, or you can be you. You want to participate in a group of common ideals, somebody that you're around people that you think alike, right? But you're not as present. Why? Because that's who you are. You um, you reserve your individualism. You don't let your energies get drained. You are not a machine. That's what cards are saying. Some people, even here, I notice sometimes, even here on YouTube, so many ladies and gentlemen and readers are there every day doing readings. They're like, to me, they're like machines. I guess they have a passion, they do it, and I'm not here to question nobody's actions. I don't do it. I'm not like that. I just can't. And the same with you. Maybe you are present somewhere, you are interested, but you just don't put your complete 100%, all your energy exposed out there for something, anything. You work in the background too. You know what I mean? Everybody has their way. That shows a level of shyness as well. But this person is not shy because Aries, with got the moon in Aries, it looks like they're shy. They help their friends, but they got a lot of passion. So these are people that they got some hidden talents. When you least expect it, they just put that cell out there themselves, and they just and their people are fascinated. So this is the kind of person we're dealing with here. Some bird that has hidden talents. Yes, the moon is like a dreamer, like the dream. Uh, yeah, the moon and the Mars. It's like everything you dreamed of, you make it a reality, but at your own conditions, at your own rules. That's what we're dealing with. Okay? I think there was something there that needed to be said for this week. Um, Now, let's talk about whatever you guys think you want to talk to. We can, about the soulmate twin flame connection, even though I feel, I don't feel like I want to bring that up anymore, but that's okay. I'm doing it for you guys. Um, what's the energies for twin flame energies for this week? What are the energies for you and him? Okay. We got Two of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. So again, we have somebody that is strongly focused on self growth, self development, prosperity. I'm telling you, it can be the divine masculine or you divine feminine. You're putting your energy and focus on yourself. It can be career, it can be spiritual growth, it can be projects. You are putting some ideas, some projects, and you are reaping the rewards. Somebody's recognizing your efforts, your worth. I'm telling you something powerful. If some of you are working and you're putting your focus now on career and work, somebody is seeing your worth and you're bringing out the best and you're reaping the rewards because of this work that you've been doing. This is a passion. So the rewards that you're reaping has to do with the passion that you have put your heart into. You've been going back and forth, right? With this. And slowly you'll be putting the roots of these projects, this passion. It can be investment in love, investment in career, it can be an investment in a hobby, but it can be investment in you two together. You have put a lot of work. So, and the message here is saying that you invest of one another, but the best investment is out what comes out of this situation, personal growth. No matter how it goes between you and him, the lesson here is personal growth. The nine, it's all about that nine, the solitary card of hermit. It just, the rewards is you have upgraded to a higher level of understanding yourself and rewarding yourself with the qualities that just makes you be a higher value woman or high value man by the lessons that you learn, right? Oh yeah. Look at that. We got the Magician. We got Mercury, okay? We find Mercury where? In Gemini? Where else? In Virgo, you see? Talking about working hard, right? This is about things will get manifested when you too put the focus and the work within yourself. Things will get manifested that way. When you understand that you have an understanding, your third eye chakra and crown chakra is activated in a way that you understand what you do is beyond you and him, but is for the higher good on a more expanded level, on a humanitarian level, Aquarius is saying here. Okay? So when you offer your services to people and do it from a place of heart and passion, you're going to reap the rewards, God is saying. You're going to manifest abundance because now you are not using any force. You're not using manipulation. You're using the tools that God has given to simply improve yourself as an individual. And it can be emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, financial, professional, anything. I'm telling you. This 3 card, there's a reason. Fehu, Ansuz, and Berkana. Powerful cards combined together. They talk about messages coming to you that some projects will be manifested, will give you abundance. And it's going to improve your life, definitely, in many fields of life. But you know which area is that you need to put the work and the effort in order to see this change is coming, definitely. How is it Divine Masculine feeling about you right now? Can I get 3 cards about this? Thank you. How is Divine Masculine feeling about you? Oh my God, look how beautiful is the sun. Like the sun in Aries. Just the sun, give me a sec. So yeah, my God, we got the sun. So the sun in Aries, it's a very masculine energy. And he feels like, he really feels in you, you're in your power. Yeah, actually, he feels like you're more masculine than him. So masculine means that gain focus and strength. Also, when we see the sun, which is related to Aries, and this card here as well, which is in Virgo, you're focused on energies on your work. Yeah, he sees you somebody who is completely focused your focus on work, and that's good because it's giving you stability. Okay, it's giving you that mental stability and security. With the moon, it's all about feelings, emotions. It's about home. You got the moon in Cancer here. It's about emotions and stability and home. And if you don't feel the emotional stability, then you feel insecure. And that's why we have Aries and the sun in Aries, about the self, focusing on the self. And you are manifesting now in the world or in your immediate community, friends, family, co-workers, business. Okay? Yeah, he's seeing that. He's seeing that. And what do you feel from Divine Masculine? You as Divine Feminine, what do you think? Okay, so can I get a card? How do you perceive him? Gosh, I think too many. 3 cards fell, and 2 of them are 5s. You see? So we got emotional loss and financial material changes. So it's about, you see him as somebody that it's hard and it's the struggle. You see him as a person who struggles, imbalance. You see the 6, material and spiritual. prosperity says here, but this is the imbalance between financial, sorry, not only finances, but actual movement forward, and the emotional one, expressing yourself emotionally, holding emotion, withholding emotions. You see him as two extremes. So withholding their emotions, their feelings, they're hiding their feelings, and not making any movement forward physically and expressing themselves. Okay. And fives, it's about throat chakra. So it's so clear what you think about them. And the six, it's about balance, but in this case, it's imbalance, material and spiritual, emotional and physical. So, like, we got here the heart chakra and the base chakra. So, do I say something? Do I not say? Do I make a move? Do I approach? Do I speak? Nothing happened. This is how you see him right now. And you're like, okay, I've given up anyway. So, because it's an ongoing cycle with the moon here, it's an ongoing cycle. So you are in your power. You got the light, you got the sun, which is about achievement, goals, prosperity, ambition. Yeah, powerful cards, especially about finances and profession. Somebody is being recognized for their effort. There's somebody that is very sharp, intellectual, and he has a lot of also like a quirky sense of humor, kind of, especially with Aquarius here. It's somebody who is funny but very sharp mind, very funny, and when you least expect it, there's some hidden talents here. It can be hobbies or stuff like that, that when you suddenly see an artist, right? Yeah, very interesting. So this is what I see for now, for this week. This was a general reading, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank guys. Bye bye.